Dear friends, I'm so sorry. I couldn't connect to the other link. I messed up. Sorry, guys. We will do from Zoom. Is that okay? I hope you don't mind. So we have questions based on reason exams. This is day 2. Can you hear me, guys? Okay. Right. First question, are you ready? Which of these plays have or has an epilogue spoken by a woman? Which of these plays? It is MSQ, okay? More than one answer is there. Which of these plays has an epilogue spoken by the woman? As You Like It, She Stoops to Conquer, The School for Scandal, and The Way of the Worlds. Bolo, guys. Which of these has an epilogue spoken by a woman? Bolo. As You Like It is correct. In As You Like It, we have Rosalind. And in As You Like It, we have Rosalind speaking the epilogue. In She Stoops to Conquer, we have Kate Hardcastle speaking the epilogue. Kate Hardcastle, correct. School for Scandal has our Lady Teasel. Way of the World has Millamant. All 4 are correct. All these 4 plays have an epilogue spoken by a woman. Will you remember? All are there. Yes, in Way of the World, this is Mrs. Bracegirdle who plays the role of Millamant. Will you remember, guys? Wow, so many plays with women speaking epilogue. You should remember, okay? Very good. I'm so sorry that I could not connect to the previous video. Thank you for joining this video. Guys, if there is anybody who has not subscribed or liked the video, please do it. Next question. Which of these plays has the heroine B.T. Bryant? She is the daughter of farm laborers. She works in London, where she falls in love with Ronnie Khan. Bolo. Which of these plays has the heroine B.T. Bryant? She is the daughter of farm laborers. She works in London and she falls in love with Ronnie Khan. Arey, Ronnie Khan is in Arnold Wesker trilogy. Ronnie Khan is in Arnold Wesker trilogy. So is it Entertainer, Roots, or Waiting for Lefty? It is Roots. Which are the plays of Arnold Wesker trilogy? Chicken Soup with Barley, Roots, and I am talking about Jerusalem. Chicken Soup with Barley, Roots, and I am talking about Jerusalem. These are the 3 plays of Arnold Wesker trilogy. Henna, guys. Entertainer is by George Osborne. Archie Rice is the protagonist. Waiting for Lefty is by Clifford Odets. And Waiting for Lefty is has the protagonist Lefty Costello. Harry Fat. Protagonist Lefty Costello. Harry, fat. Will you remember, guys? Then, which of these has the subtitle English Education and the Formation of Alternative Hegemonies? English Education and the Formation of Alternative Hegemonies. Which of these books has that subtitle? This Gift of English by Alok Mukherjee. Problematizing English in India by R.K. Agnihotri and A.L. Khanna. The Indianization of English by Braj B. Kachru. Bolo, which of these books has the subtitle English Education? Which of these is Indianization of English is about language. It is not about English education. Problematizing English in India also. Not really about education. It is Gift of English by Alok Mukherjee. Gift of English by Alok Mukherjee. Alok Mukherjee was the husband of Arun Prabha Mukherjee. Now, which of these is not true about Eugene O'Neill's Long Day's Journey into Night? Which of these is not true, Bolo? Will you please like the video, everybody? And I hope you have also subscribed to our channel. It takes place, Long Day's Journey into Night is a major play by Eugene O'Neill. It takes place on a single day. Is it correct? Yes, it is correct. It takes place on a single day is correct. It was published posthumously. Is it correct? Yes, it was one of the last plays by Eugene O'Neill. It was published posthumously. Correct. It is based on the life of O'Neill's wife, Marilyn Monroe. Array, O'Neill's wife, it is not. Arthur Miller's wife is Marilyn Monroe. This is not based on O'Neill's wife. This is based on O'Neill's life with his parents. This novel is based on O'Neill's life with his parents. It shows the disintegration of a family, correct? It shows the disintegration of a family, correct? I am basing all these questions on recent exams, okay? I'm sure if we do this series, you will definitely get questions based on our questions in NET. Which of these is true about Kate Chopin's novel, The Awakening? Which of these is true? The protagonist is torn between her traditional role as a woman and her own needs. Is it correct, guys? The protagonist is torn between traditional role as a woman and her own needs. Is it correct? The protagonist is rebelling against traditional roles and professional expectations. Is it correct? Protagonist is fighting against a suicide. Second part of HSA notes is, I have completed it. It is printing. Protagonist is fighting against a suicide tendency, which results from her inability to belong to the society. Sorry. Option B and C are wrong. Option A is correct. There is no professional expectation. And she is not fighting against suicide tendency. Option B and C are wrong. Only A is correct. She is falling in love with a man. She is torn between her traditional role as a woman and her own needs. Only A is correct. B and C are utterly wrong. If you read the novel, you will understand. Please read, okay? Which of these characters is not one of the shipwrecked characters in Stephen Crane's The Open Boat? Which of these characters is not one of the shipwrecked characters in Open Boat? Is there a newspaper correspondent there? A cook a captain, an oiler, a trader. Which of these is not one of the shipwrecked characters? This is based on MH set. In MH set, open board question was there. A trader is not there. Listen, everybody. My aim is to help you remember now. Even if you don't know, it's okay. In open board, there are newspaper correspondent, cook is there, captain is there, oiler. In a ship, oiler is there. But trader is not there. Okay, trader I made up. Trader is not, not there. Will you remember, guys? Now, which of these correctly describes Voles sewing cars? You must set forth at dawn. This book was also asked in MH set. In MH set, this book was asked. You must set forth at dawn. Is it an account of his childhood? Is it about his development as a writer? Is it about his life in exile? I'm so sorry for starting this session late. I will do it tomorrow, okay? I will start early tomorrow. No problem will be there tomorrow. What is you must set forth at dawn about? It is about Voles Soyinka's life in exile. There was a question based on you must set forth at dawn in MH set. Again, MH set based question. Who of the following is an African-American playwright? Who of the following is an African-American playwright? Grace Paley, Susan Laurie Parks, Rita Dove. Remember, guys, Grace Paley is a Jewish writer, not African-American. Susan Laurie Parks is African-American playwright. Rita Dove is African-American poet. Will you remember? No, childhood is not there. You must set forth the dawn is not about childhood. His autobiography, Voles Soyinka's childhood autobiography is Ake. Ake is the autobiography based on childhood. And Susan Laurie Parks is African-American playwright. Rita Dove was African-American poet. Now, who among these are the virtuous characters in Volpone? Celia, Bonario, Mosca, Lady Politic. It is, you can choose more than one answer. Celia is virtuous wife of one of the legacy hunters. Bonario is the virtuous son of another legacy hunter. Mosca is a parasite. He's a bad character. Lady Politic is also a legacy hunter. Virtuous characters are Celia and Bonario. Celia and Bonario. Both are virtuous characters in Volpone or the Fox. Will you remember, guys? Who among these are characters in The Financial Expert by R.K. Narayan? Who among these are characters in The Financial Expert by R.K. Narayan? Our channel is very useful for you, isn't it? Will you please subscribe and share the videos with your friends, guys? Dr. Pal is there in Financial Expert. Madan Lal is there. Arul Das is the one who gets Margaya out of the from under the banyan tree. Sarasa and Girija are there in Talkative Man. Sarasa and Girija are characters in Talkative Man. ABC, Dr. Pal, Madan Lal, Arul Das are there in Financial Expert. This question is based on MH set. Okay, guys. I'm doing lots of work every day, so much work to make all this. Will you please help me by sharing the video? Which of the following is not a work by Jane Austen? The Cricket on the Hearth, Sanditon, the Watsons, and Lady Susan. Thank you, Sarvat. Lady Susan is an early novel by Jane Austen. Sanditon also early novel. The Watsons, it is not very difficult to qualify. How did more than 100 people qualify? More than 100 of my students qualified in NET last exam. How? Yes, Puneet, correct. Thank you for keeping track. Yes, The Cricket on the Hearth is by Dickens. It is a Christmas story by Charles Dickens. Cricket on the Hearth is a Christmas story by Charles Dickens. In which of these novels is Devan Sharma, a passionate Hindi professor, a major character? The Bachelor of Arts, That Long Silence, and In Custody. This is based on NET 2021 question. As I have shown you in my previous questions analysis, actually, questions in NET are actually very simple. If you know basic knowledge, those who follow my classes and notes judiciously, religiously, will understand that questions are easy. Of course, it is In Custody. Congratulations, Rudra. In Custody. Devan and Noor. Devan Sharma and Noor are the main characters. In Custody by Anita Desai. William Taylor was the publisher of, this is also based on NET 2021. Aise kar karke, I will give you revision, okay? William Taylor was the publisher of Daniel Defoe, Henry Fielding, Lawrence Sterne. We will do more like this. I will collect more details and teach like this. Okay, William Taylor was the publisher of Daniel Defoe. You should remember. Daniel Defoe. Devan and Noor, In Custody has Delhi setting. Correct, Raman? Delhi setting. Murad, correct? Correct. Hans Holbein, the German painter, is known for his realistic depictions of life during the reign of Dash. Hans Holbein, the German painter, made realistic paintings of life during the reign of Dash. Is it King Henry VIII, Queen Elizabeth, Queen Victoria? Those who have our encyclopedia will know, because I have put the picture of Hans Holbein's drawing on The Praise of Folly. Of course, it is Henry VIII. Henry VIII it is. In encyclopedia, all the pictures will help you answer a lot of questions. Okay? Encyclopedia will help you remember, get all this additional information. Kya hai, Shweta? D, Shweta kya? Queen Victoria, 19th century. Hans Holbein, I put picture in 16th century. It is Henry VIII. The journal Obsidian records literature and life of Dash. Is it United States of America, Caribbean islands, African diaspora? It's okay, sweetheart Shweta. No problem. The journal Obsidian records literature and life of, is it USA, Caribbean islands, African diaspora? It is African diaspora. Obsidian is about African diaspora. गलत लिख रहे हो कुछ लोग. अयो, गलती मत करना. It's African diaspora. NET, I told you yesterday, Take all the question papers and study all the question papers and options. Okay? Resources of Hope, Culture, Democracy, Socialism is a collection of essays by Bolo, Homi Baba, Partha Chatterjee, Raymond Williams. Resources of Hope, Culture, Democracy, Socialism, a collection of essays by, it is Raymond Williams. Are my students from NET class here? Or are they hiding and sleeping? I told you attend 10 p.m. live every day. Are you here? Okay. NET class mein 650 people are attending NET class and 100 people are attending live. What is this? 650 people are attending NET class, but only 100 people in YouTube live. What is this? Edmund Kean. Jante ho kaun hai? Edmund Kean. What was he? An editor and publisher from the 18th century. Hoga kya? Okay, thank you guys. Edmund Kean was an editor and publisher from the 18th century. Tha kya? A humorist and poet from 18th century. Humorist. Was he a Shakespearean actor from the 19th century? Thank you guys. All of you are here. They will watch video later. Bolo Edmund Kean. Suno Edmund Kean. Our ST Coleridge talked about Edmund Kean. That was a question in NET, Henna. Yes, I know. YouTube live also people are attending, just YouTube live. That's enough. But you should put in self-learning. Your own learning should be there. Yes, he was a Shakespearean actor from the 19th century. Those who are attending YouTube live only should study a lot on your own. You will be real scholars. Okay, guys? Very good. Edmund Kean was a Shakespearean actor from 19th century. Ye bolo, I have known them all already. Known them all. This is an expression repeated in which poem? You should read these poems, guys. They are very simple poems. Namaste, Hussein, Lakshmi, everybody. Bolo, I have known them all already. Known them all. Read these poems. Is it Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, Journey of the Magi, or The Hollow Man? Definitely, they will ask questions based on these poems. So no, it is Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Correct. Thank you, Mishti, for saying the answer. Promise me, guys, you should read these poems. Hollow Man is very easy. It is very easy to read these poems. Who in the picture of Dorian Gray initiates Dorian to hedonism? Who in the picture of Dorian Gray initiates Dorian to hedonism? Is it Lord Henry Wotton, Basil Hallward, Sybil Vane? Who initiates Dorian to hedonism? It is Lord Henry Wotton. Please look up the characters in all these major works. Okay, guys? Look up the characters in all these major works. When we are born, we cry that we are come to this great stage of fools. This is a speech made by which character? When we are born, we cry. That is why, Princey, I put it in this in this session because I wanted you to revise today itself. I taught in class today. That is why I put this here in 10 p.m. live, because I wanted you to revise today. Bolo, when we are born, we cry that we are come to this great stage of fools. It is a speech made by King Lear. King Lear. Henna? Very good. So we have done 20 questions today. Will you please read based on all this? 20 questions. We have done all this. You should study. Okay. And we will do more like this every day. And what will happen? From these questions, you will get answers. Some days I will do more. Okay. Today I taught a lot. So I will do less. And also big videos you don't like, I think. Small videos that you can watch. Easy. I will do like this. And very useful. Easy and very useful. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. We will meet again tomorrow. Did you like today's session, everybody? I will do more questions some days. Okay, guys. Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye. Please like the video, share with your friends. Bye.